Hello, everyone. My name is Shadow, and I'll be your entertainer this evening. We're going to be playing some more of Minecraft Better Fantasy today, and I guess trying to recover from the lava incident. I'm honestly not sure exactly what we're going to do about that, because, well, that was a lot. We lost literally everything. And to some extent, that is recoverable. Armor is recoverable. I've literally got some spare armor. The biggest problem is going to be the other gear. Mostly my spellbook. Spellbook is going to be a pain in the butt to get back. But we could always try to get just a flimsy journal. Or we could try to get another iron-bound tome. We do have cows now, so getting leather should be easy-ish. Theoretically, now that we have access to the nether, we could get hog skin and just get ourselves an upgrade immediately. The problem there is, well, the fact that we have to go into the nether for that. So. And we could just make, normal armor. Would not be the end of the world to make normal armor. There is also the fact that, well, make sure I don't have anything I'm gonna lose like this. It's the fact of where the portal spits us out, because that was not ideal. I try not to die this time. We pretty much immediately got killed last time by one of those guys. Piglin Gambler. That's an NPC. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with this wither skeleton, because last time I thought he was dropping off of this thing onto me. Somehow he managed to get to me. Usually what I do as soon as I get to a portal is set up like a cobblestone box. Mainly because of these guys, the Ghasts. But yeah, if there's a thing that can just spawn wither skeletons right here, I'm not sure if I want to keep my portal location here. Or at the very least, I need to make sure I'm getting some sort of safety established a lot faster. I am kind of worried about this guy. I'm not sure how he hasn't spotted me. Maybe he just doesn't care because I'm in this guy's realm right now. I'm also worried about if I open that chest, will he get angry? Also, what is wrong with this guy? But I do kind of want to play this game, so I'm gonna interact with this guy. Pay gold and play. Okay. I need gold when I come back. This does seem like a relatively nice area, to be perfectly honest with you. Like the yellow mushroom biome? Looks pretty cool, to be honest. Oh, there it is. I don't know where it impacted. I have quite curious about over there, because those are strangely perfect lava pools. Almost like something's being farmed. Regardless, I'm definitely going to need some sort of bridging materials. But I could just build a little house over pretty much all of this. It seems like I was just kind of really unlucky with this guy last time. Considering he doesn't seem to have access to me anymore. Oh wait, I don't need bridging materials. I can fly. Not mushroom for dessert, huh? Okay, are the mushroom guys aggressive? Yes, they are. Now, there is a bit of a problem in that I don't remember why I was trying to get over here. Or into the nether, that is. I do remember there was some resource I was after. I think probably light, because that's what I'm usually trying to get from the nether. And yep, there's my latest death. There is an item that I can get that makes me impervious to fire, and that makes me impervious to lava as well. One of the iron's items. Horsies. And the horsies are jumping in the lava. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot more exploring if I want to find that, because I don't think it's craftable. That's a foxhound. You feed those guys coal, and they're supposed to be your friends. And I guess this is a bastion. They don't seem too fond of me. Then again, I'm not wearing any gold, so why would they be? I'm also probably going to end up stealing a bunch of their housing, so... yeah, we're probably not going to like each other. Oh, he's not stuck anymore. I probably should have had an actual weapon to do this with. Not sure how much of a difference it would have made, but, you know. Alright, dude. If I open that chest, please do not get angry at me, okay? Okay. Okay, he's not too angry. And very least, it seems like I can sort of have armor. So if I wanted to, I could probably go sneak around that bastion now. They still won't be super fond of me, but... Hello, Sen-san. Welcome to, the chat. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Not much to see yet, but, you know. Ah, heck. Oh, heck. How did he get in here? Never mind, I know exactly how he got in here. Doing good. As good as we can be with, constantly dying to wither skeletons. I should probably get a weapon for this. Actually, I should definitely get a weapon for this. Alright, they're too tall for this. Eh. Oh, probably went back through. I've been streaming for almost 3 years now. Not very long. Well, I guess that's pretty long for how long people normally stream, but... There we go. There we got him. Hopefully there aren't tons of wither skeletons spawning around here. Probably leave the scroll here. We may as well turn all of this into magic armor. If I remember correctly, we just have to do these. We'll hold on to the divine chestplate for later. Once we actually get some of the upgrades and stuff. Do I have a backpack on? I don't think so. My backpack would have been with my body. Should probably make a plan for what sort of magic I'm gonna major in. Shadow Walker, that sounds fun. An Ender Rune. don't think I've gotten any runes yet, though. Plagued Mask. Uses a nature rune. I could probably focus on nature. That is kind of the only scroll I have available now. Oh. Come on, buddy. You're gonna come with me this time. We're going on an adventure. I have absolutely no idea where we're gonna go. But this should be a little more... Oh, I should have brought my sleeping bag with me. I'm sure I didn't take that into the Nether. Hopefully. Nope, I did not. Wonderful. Probably have some sort of weaponry as well. Just in case. May not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Darn. Ah, I see. That is one of the disadvantages of living in such a place. There are monsters very nearby, just about everywhere. Okay, come here. Come here. Geez, he was just gonna fly off without me. Well, that's a cool ship. Definitely full of probably illagers. There's some smaller ships. Might have something friendly on board. Yeah, there's some friends. No, don't even think about running off. Okay, okay. Stay. I apparently cannot secure you to that. You're just gonna have to follow me. Yes, hi. Probably give him some iron horse armor. Aw. Yeah, it doesn't seem to fit very well. Probably not gonna fit below decks either. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge, isn't it? It's not the sort of loot we wanted anyway. Oh, heck. Oh, he looks kind of badass with armor on. Not that I can really see it too well like this. But in this menu, it looks cool. Another ship. Looks like it's got a monster spawner, though. Oh, nope, I heard that. Definitely not safe. Well, there's land at last. No great space to land, but hey, at least it's on land. Oh. And cat laying on the keyboard. Oh, yep, this is the danger spot. There's just nowhere good to explore, is there? That or everything worth exploring is behind something dangerous. Hey, don't you run away. Still trying to fly. Very hard to get back on this particular creature. I may not have made the smartest decision about what sort of creature I wanted to try to befriend for my... Oh, that's a butterfly. I was very confused about why my black and red griffin suddenly had blue wings on him. Ah, don't you be running away. Stay. Come on. I know you can fly. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here, dammit. I will figure out how to attach this to a fence if you do not behave. There we go. Still can't attach it to a fence. Really do not understand the purpose of the silkweed. It doesn't seem stronger than a normal lead, and it definitely doesn't seem to have as much functionality. Unless there are just some creatures that won't respond to any other. I don't know. What? What the heck? Oh, interesting. That's gonna be a no. And I'm stuck in the tree leaves. Okay. Well, my confusion about how a griffin works as far as mounts go is no longer a problem, apparently. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even realize they were taking damage. Okay. Well. Well, that was something. Yeah, no, at this point, I really cannot be bothered to continue trying to fix any of that. I just want to finish my glass. Go 4, 2, 1. I don't have Silk Touch, so that's just dead now. We'll fill in the gray on the other side, and it'll be basically done. That. Yeah, there's only so much you can lose. Where you kind of become disenfranchised with the whole thing. That was the wrong button. Yes. Regardless, this section is fixed. It needs the slabs put in at the top. Then it'll be fixed. I haven't entirely figured out what I'm doing with this one. I think I might end up doing, like, you know what? I'm gonna just fix that now. And then I'll know. You know? There we go. And just give them little corners. And the rest we can just fill in. There we go. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. Almost nighttime. Goodness, today's commentary must be stellar. Yeah, that's what happens when you plan to fix something you've been feeling down about for almost a month, and then realize that you're actually not going to have all that much capability to fix it. To be honest, it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal if it weren't for the fact that in theory, I know how to fix it, and I'm just struggling to do so. I'm about to run out of light blue. Man, who would have guessed that light blue was the one I needed more of? Actually, that would have made the most sense. Got a lot of glass. It's not like that's gonna be a problem. In fact, I should probably see this one should be fuel. Yeah, the problem's gonna be white dye then. Oh, we have the Aether portal here, apparently. Or I can go find some Lily of the Valley. Wonder how dangerous the Aether is gonna be. Lost doorway. Promising. I don't think it's actually going to be that easy to go find some Lily of the Valley, to be honest. In fact, it's almost definitely going to be a little challenging. Why did I make all of these furnaces? If I'm just going to end up... because I wasn't thinking about using this. That's why. Well, the Aether wouldn't actually be all that hard to get to. Thanks to my ability to fly, it'll actually be pretty easy to get stuff like glowstone. Go ahead and breed up the cows a bit more. I'm actually not sure what biome I'd find the Lily of the Valleys in. Regardless, that should be a pretty good amount. Ah, the problem is the blue dye now. I think I should be fine for getting blue dye, though. And the important thing to remember is that each of those is worth 2, and then that's worth 8 glass. Not too bad. I did forget that I'm going to need to take some bone meal with me for the blue dye. Not too bad, though. I could find a 2 tall flower for blue dye. That would actually be pretty useful. There's 2 tall flowers you can just plant and then bone meal the top of the 2 tall flower. And that gives you a guaranteed blue dye. I don't know if there's any in this mod, though. Not for blue, at least. Might be stuck with picking cornflowers. What a time for one of those raids to show up. Right when I was leaving. Alright. That should be enough to finish a few sections at least. Hopefully. I think I'm good. Yep, that was one too tall. So that one is forfeit, unfortunately. one more, I think. Yeah, it goes up by one twice. Well, I miscounted somewhere. Starts at 3, goes up by 1 twice, goes up 2, 1, 2, 2. That's what I miscounted. One, 1, 2, 1, 2 twice. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 twice. It's 4 in the corners, 2, 1. I die of fall damage. I will say, as fun as some of these mods are, they're definitely not the best version of their mods. Which I hate to say because they are very well made for what they are. But having played very similar mods, I do kind of find myself missing those versions. Of course, that could just be the fact that I was playing those versions with friends. A lot of things feel a lot better with friends. Be kind of hard to tell, to be honest. Like, you can probably hear me double-clicking my keyboard all the time. Because there's a version of the gadgets mod that I'm now used to. One of the gadgets gives you a double jump. And it's got about twice as many of the gadgets available. And instead of just trusting that the hands gadget I had earlier is somewhere in there, I could actually see where it is. Yeah, it's probably somewhere. Or I guess it's somewhere over there. What the heck? I haven't even seen where that's coming from. Most likely a lot of this is coming from, I just don't know this mod pack that well. But after playing for, let's see, episode 11, 2 hours an episode, 22 hours? And having a quest book that has guided me through a decent amount of it, you would think it would be easier to know things. And now I have no idea where these trees are hanging on to. There go the butterflies, I guess. Gotta be something they're hanging on to. Probably in here-ish? Hope they're not clinging on to the frame here. It would make it a lot more annoying to try and clean up if I have to completely disconnect it from the frame. That's probably what's happening. That or I'll dig through all of this and find myself a random spot of wood. Nope, there goes all of that. It's literally just connected to the framework that I put up. Wrong, it was a random spot of wood. Oh dear. At least I'll have plenty of wood for the upper platforms, I guess. I wonder if the butterflies have a produce. Probably not, but would be cool. Alright, we can sort that later. And it's a little too dark to actually see the other side. We're gonna go ahead and try to get it to daytime. If we can. If the world would decide it is nighttime already, fine, we'll sort out the stuff that we collected. Most of it being maple. Okay. Purple came up to here, that is correct. Dark blue, nope, I'm going over there. Dark blue goes up one lower than purple, and then even. And then up by 2. And up by 2. And of course our little corner things. Can't skip the little corner things. Way more than 3. That's upsetting. I guess we can go up-ish. Wonderful. That hole was bothering me. Well, I've got the blue, so... Literally only one thing we can do with the vanilla beans. And it's honestly not something I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make cake. Definitely not enough to finish, but at the very least, I can finish this section. And then this I can do all but the light blue. That section I'm not sure what to do with. I want to build something underneath there. I might just leave that section open for now. That right pattern? That is, okay. I just need the dark blue and the gray. Okay. It's up by 1. And 1. And then 2, 1, 2, 2. Of course I did. Imagine being able to fly and still dying most from falling. Actually, you know what? If you could actually fly, you would probably fall by dying, most likely. You're a lot more prone to falling to your death than most people. Most people only fly if they're assisted by an airplane. If you're able to fly, you're a lot more likely to be up in the air where you're gonna fall to your death. If that makes sense. Oh, come on, it's definitely nighttime. Let me sleep. I want to sleep. Hey. Oh, look, Capone. Or die for me. Not that I haven't had enough of that today. Alright, and it's done. Got all of my glass mosaics put up. See what she looks like from the outside. Definitely not going to be perfect, but purple looks a lot more red than I was hoping for with the dirt. But it's definitely something. Definitely would have looked better with a bit more of a domed top than that, I think. I think the purple looks better from inside. But I'd say that's pretty good. And to be honest, that's where I'm going to leave it. This was kind of a rough episode. And especially coming right off, of course it rains on that. But especially coming right off of the freaking lava episode. I think that was good progress, all things considered. So, I'm gonna leave it there. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to see any of the previous episodes, including the one with the lava incident, you can find them on my YouTube channel at Shadow Roanoke VT. And if you'd like to catch this live in the future, you can do so at twitch.tv/Shadow Roanoke VT. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time.